Good morning, students. Today let us discuss about branch accounts. So under section C, 12 marks they can ask. So before solving the problem, let us discuss one briefly about the format. See, branch account format, debit side, it is opening balances, that is opening assets. Credit side, closing assets. This is the first entry. Next, second entry, credit side, opening liabilities, that is creditors, bills payable, and closing liabilities will come debit side. Next, you can see goods sent to branch, debit side, goods returned by the branch, credit side, and all other expenses, salary, rent, insurance, and incomes, cash sales, cash received from debtors. So these are the entries under cost price problems. In invoice price problems, another 4 entries extra will come. That is load price, that is loading price, that is included in closing stock and opening stock, and goods sent and goods returned. That we will discuss later on. So this is the format you have to follow. And debtors account is especially very important. Always closing debtors will be missing maximum time. So this format you have to follow. Opening debtors will be debit side, and debit side will be credit sales, and credit side, that is cash received from debtors, sales return, bad debts, discount allowed. If you minus debit minus all these 1, 2, 3, 4 items, you will get closing debtors as a balancing figure. So these are the formats you should follow. So let us solve one problem. So 12 marks problem. A cloth company of Mumbai has its branch at Delhi. Goods are invoiced branch at cost plus 20%. Branch has instructed to deposit daily all cash received, but in the head office except petty expense which are made by branch manager. So prepare branch account. Stock on 1st April. So this will come in debit side in branch account. And that is opening cash, again debit side. Let us mark first. Furniture, again opening furniture, it is debit side. So you can identify with date 1st April there again, that is opening balances. Next, goods received from HO is nothing but goods sent to branch, debit side. Goods returned to HO, that is credit side. As per the format you can follow. Cash received from debtors, credit side. Credit sales is given to in debtors account, it will come, not in branch account. Cash sales, credit side. Discount allowed, goods returned by debtors, all these entries will come under debtors account. It won't come in the branch account. Next, expense paid by the HO, that is debit side, for rent, salary, printing and stationery. Petty expenses they are given to calculate closing petty cash. So later on let us calculate. Stock, that is credit side, closing stock. Date you can see here 1st April, here they are given 31st March. Next, depreciation to provided on the branch furniture at 10%. To calculate closing furniture, this entry has been given. So how to identify which are the items are missing? You can see here we have 4 assets is given in the problem. 4 assets. Stock on 1st April. If you see closing, it is there. Opening stock also is there, closing. But if you see sundry debtors, opening is there, but closing is missing. And you should calculate closing debtors. And cash in hand, opening you can see, but if you see closing is missing. So definitely closing you people should calculate. Furniture also same thing. Opening the again, but closing is missing. Definitely should prepare. So overall problem, 3 entries are missing. That is closing debtors, closing petty cash, and closing furniture. So let us calculate now closing debtors with the help of the format. the opening debtors. If you see opening debtors, how much is there? 9,000. Opening debtors is 9,000, and credit sales is given, that is 30,000. Cash received from debtors, that is 30,000. Sales return, that is goods returned by debtors, is nothing but sales return, 480. Bad debts is not given, leave it. Discount allowed, 300. That's all. So if you add debit side, it's coming 39,000. So 3 amounts you minus, you'll get balancing figure, that is 8,220. This is the answer for closing debtors. So one information we are done. Closing debtors is 8,220. Next, 220. Closing petty cash. Let us calculate. Let us apply these steps. Opening cash is given, that is 400, and cash sent for petty expense, you can see the entry now. It is there, means you can add that. No, nil, nothing is there. Total 400. And petty expense at branch, if you see, it is 280. So 120 is closing petty cash, that is closing cash. So 120 closing petty cash. So second working note also we are done. Now third working note, it is the closing furniture is missing. So opening furniture is 1,200, and less depreciation 10%. They are mentioned in the problem. 10% depreciation should be calculated. That is 10%. 120 is coming. 1080 is closing furniture. So closing furniture is 1080. So all three missing information we are done. Now let us come to the branch account. So if you see the entries, debit side already we have marked. Stock, debtors, cash in hand, furniture, all 4 entries will come debit. So let us make the entries. So always remember, opening assets will come debit and closing assets will come credit. So opening balances, that is opening stock is given 15,000, opening debtors is given 9,000, cash 400, and furniture 1,200. So other entries is not there, leave it. Goods sent to branch, that is 80,000. Information is given in the problem. Goods sent to branch, that is 80,000. Goods received from H1, nothing but goods sent to branch. So 80,000. Next, to bank, that is expenses, anything, yes, it is there. Rent, salary, printing 1,200, rent 1,200, and salary 2,400, printing and stationery, that is 300. So debit side, I hope we have done the entries. Let us come to the credit side. Cash received from debtors. So always remember, from debtors account 3 entries will be repeated in double entry in branch account also. That is opening debtors, cash received from debtors, and closing debtors will come. Again these 3 entries will be repeated in branch account. So opening debtors already we have done, and cash received from debtors, that is 30,000, and cash sales is given 50,000, and goods returned by the branch, that is goods returned to HO, that is 1,000. Next, let us come to closing balance and closing assets. Stock is given in the problem, that is 14,000, and closing debtors we have calculated, that is 8220, and closing cash also we have calculated, that is 120, and closing furniture also we have calculated 1080. You can see there 3 working notes we are done. So these entries we have taken. Next, all the entries we have made. Now let us come to the adjusting entries. So extra entries. So problems on cost price, the extra entries don't come. Invoice price problem, definitely load included in closing stock and load included in goods sent, goods returned, and opening stock, people should calculate. So let us calculate on closing stock first. Let us calculate on opening stock. Opening stock, let us calculate first. So buy stock reserve, that is load included in opening stock. So what is the opening stock is there? 15,000. 15,000. Now can apply the formula into 15,000 into 20 by 120. 20 by 120, can apply the formula, that is amount into percentage divided by 100 plus percentage. So load included in opening stock 20% is given, cost plus, that is on cost, on sales you have to convert, invoice price problems you have to extra 4 entries you have to calculate. So 15,000 into 20 by 20, 2,500. Next let us calculate for goods sent. Goods sent is given, that is 80,000. 80,000 into 20 by 120. 120 amount is 13,333. Next for closing stock it is 14,000. 14,000 into 20 by 120, so 2,333. Next it is for goods return. Goods return is 1,000, so 1,000 into 20 by 120, so 167. So this load included for opening, closing stock, and goods sent, goods return we are done. Let us close the account, branch account. So total it, credit side, that is 1,20,253 is coming. Debit side, let us see. Debit side 1,12,000. So if you minus 1,20,253 minus 1,12,000, so 8,253 is the final answer, that is called general profit and loss account. This completes your problem. It is 12 marks important problem according point of examination.